I have been inundated with literally one request to do a predictions video on the up-and-coming Investor Day on March the 1st, 2023. And so be it for my adoring fan. I'll be honest though, I was a little hesitant about doing this. I've literally slung it together this morning and I don't want to add to the unreasonable hype. It's just I'm so excited I can barely contain myself. Let's start with a full awareness that I'm usually overexcited and over-optimistic when it comes to these events. So don't get your knickers in a twist if what I say doesn't happen. Let's just do this for fun and I'll just empty my brain's minimal contents onto you. You're welcome. Something that keeps playing on my mind though is Franz von Holzhausen. Not only his incredible name, which is worth repeating, Franz von Holzhausen, but something he said a while back. If you don't know who he is, he's the chief designer at Tesla and is responsible for the design and looks for all Tesla vehicles, including the second generation Roadster, the Semi and the Cybertruck. Now, in an interview with CNBC in November 2022, listen to this.
I'm curious if you have a favorite design, favorite feature, something that you're most proud of.
Favorite one is the one that's coming. I think that we can't talk about. I'm really excited about Cybertruck, I think.
So when asked if he has a favourite design or feature, something he's most proud of, his response is the one that's coming, the one that isn't out yet that he can't talk about. But then he moves swiftly on to discuss the Cybertruck. Now, would it sound reasonable to assume he's that excited about an upcoming Model 2, a relatively normal, smaller version of a Model 3? I mean, yes, it's the next logical step for Tesla to make a smaller mass-market car, but I don't believe he could seriously say he's more excited about a new, smaller version of a Tesla than he is proud of the design of the Cybertruck or the Roadster. This has led me to wonder if something radical is coming. Remember the shock to see the Cybertruck reveal for the first time? I think we may be in for another. And this is where my crazy brain's thoughts are landing. Generation 3, a modular vehicle. Now just play along, humour me. A consumer vehicle, a robotaxi, a van, a multi-use interior space. All would sit on the third generation platform, of which is most definitely going to be discussed at the event, and I think it's what sits on top of that will be the revelation. With a symmetrical design on top, a single casting could be used front and rear. It could have luggage compartments at both ends, internal space could come in a multitude of configurations, seating for maybe 6, or split down the middle and made into 2 private areas for sharing taxis around, or a single driver's seat to function as a van, or one day no seats when it can be fully autonomous as a van or a delivery vehicle, etc. The lighting cluster could be the same at the front and rear and change colours depending on which way the vehicle is facing and travelling. The single electric motor would allow for this, as no gears are necessary. It would go just as fast in reverse as it can forward. Perhaps it would have electrochromic windows that change from light to dark with the touch of a button for privacy. Okay, I'll stop there before I continue to ramble and get too excited. But this hypothetical vehicle has the ability to change transport forever and would be the grand scale that And would be the grand scale that Elon has been hinting and working towards and take Tesla yet again to incredible new heights. They know that autonomy is the future, and Elon believes autonomy will be solved at some point. This modular vehicle would at least be a couple of years away from mass production, which is perhaps when autonomy is statistically multiple times safer than any human driver, and be given regulatory approval once this is achieved. So, designed for mass scale, it would be cheap to manufacture, a single piece casting, multiple use components, i.e. the lights, lightweight, efficient, a 1,000,000-mile battery life cycle, plus the parts by design. It'd have a smaller battery pack, not designed for high-end performance, which would equal more range. It would be the cheapest Tesla available, and even if it were to be sold at manufacturing costs, software as a service would be where the profits come from. This can include Tesla's subscription for robotaxi usage, infotainment and gaming subscriptions. Tesla could simply put out its own fleet of robotaxis and make money from those, plus leasing the vehicles to not only customers, but imagine the cost savings for businesses to buy fleets of these. Transporting goods and people around for less cost per mile than any other vehicle, which is exactly what's expected with autonomous electric vehicles. From the ground up, first principles design of what a cheap, affordable, multi-use vehicle would be, Tesla is positioned to be the company that brings this radical new electric autonomous transportation to fruition. But in order to do that, it needs to scale everything. With regards to Master Plan 3, Elon tweeted the objective to build the path to a fully sustainable energy future for Earth. How will they do that? By scaling up everything. Tesla needs to mine the raw materials for batteries, refine them and scale battery production to what seems like ludicrous levels. These batteries are needed for cars and battery storage for homes and utility scale projects. JB Straubel's Redwood Materials is also working towards an idealistic closed-loop system which is necessary for recycling and reusing current batteries, with the end goal of enough battery materials mined on Earth that no more mining is necessary. Again, I realise this sounds almost impossible, but it's necessary to transition the world to sustainable energy. Scaling up solar panel production and solar roofs and then offering that around the world is another part of it. Mentioned in the past has been Tesla's HVAC system, heating, ventilation and air conditioning system. This also needs to be scaled out on a mass level. They will continue to build out the global Tesla supercharger network, which is not only already the world's largest charging infrastructure, but will become every electric car's place to charge sooner or later. The end goal is to run these from renewable energy, so localised energy creation and storage also needs to be scaled up here. And with this new modular platform comes Tesla's missing piece on its plan to build 20 million vehicles a year by 2030. Tesla needs to expand its worldwide manufacturing capabilities. More gigafactories are needed, but going from what they've learned with the second generation platform, which is what the Model 3 and the Y sit on, front and rear gigacastings and streamlining manufacturing, any new facilities will no doubt make greater use of lessons learned, make better use of factory floor space and figure out how to make cars extremely low cost to build whilst running off the production line. Tesla need to continue driving down the cost of manufacturing. This comes from economies of scale. The more you produce, the cheaper they become. All these things go towards transitioning the world to sustainable energy in a relatively quick, massively disruptive fashion. There, I've said it, I've got it out there, mock me all you want. That's what I think Tesla is going to announce on Wednesday, and if I'm wrong, I don't care either, it's been fun. I was so excited I forgot to take my hat off, so you just have to deal with me in a hat. I'm sure you'll be fine. Not sure that matters particularly. Let me know your thoughts below, and I'll see you after Investor Day, where I'll either be very smug or very wrong. Do leave me a like and a subscribe for more. Hey, look at that. Would you Adam and Eve it? It's me again. Click on one of these to see more. Thanks for watching. See you soon.